Hello and welcome. As we approach a new year, I invite you on a journey, not outward but inward, to transform your relationships in 2025. We often seek external fixes for connection, but the real change starts within, with emotional intelligence or EI. EI is the quiet superpower that helps us understand ourselves and connect deeply with others. Today we'll uncover 4 practical EI secrets you can use right away. This isn't about changing who you are, but about becoming more authentically yourself and sharing that with those you care about. Take a deep breath, let go of the day's stress, and get ready to strengthen your bonds. Let's begin by exploring the foundation of all strong relationships. The first and perhaps most essential key to emotional intelligence is self-awareness. It's the foundation upon which all other emotional skills are built, and it's where your journey toward understanding yourself and others truly begins. Before we can connect with others in a meaningful way, we must first connect with ourselves. This means becoming curious observers of our own thoughts, feelings, and reactions. It's about tuning into our inner world, noticing what's happening inside, and being honest with ourselves about what we find. Most of us move through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without ever pausing to ask ourselves why we feel a certain way, or why we respond as we do. We might get angry, anxious, or sad, but rarely do we stop to explore the root of those emotions. This lack of awareness can keep us stuck in unhelpful patterns. Self-awareness is that crucial pause between stimulus and response. It's the moment when you notice your heart racing or your jaw clenching, and instead of reacting automatically, you take a breath and choose how you want to show up. This pause gives you the power to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively. If you don't know what's happening inside, you can't communicate it clearly to others. This often leads to misunderstandings, frustration, and conflict in our relationships, both at work and at home. When we're disconnected from our own emotions, it's almost impossible to express our needs or boundaries effectively. Research shows that people who are self-aware are not only better communicators, but they're also more authentic and trustworthy in their relationships. They're able to express themselves clearly, listen deeply, and build stronger, more genuine connections with others. So how do you start building self-awareness? Begin with a simple daily emotional check-in. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Don't rush this process. Give yourself permission to sit with whatever comes up, even if it's uncomfortable. Name the feeling without judgment. Just acknowledge it. Whether it's joy, frustration, anxiety, or excitement, simply recognizing and naming your emotions is a powerful act of self-care. It's not about fixing or changing the feeling, but about accepting it as part of your experience. Over time, as you make this a regular practice, you'll start to notice patterns and triggers. You'll gain insight into what situations or people tend to spark certain emotions in you. This clarity gives you more control over your reactions and helps you make choices that align with your values. This internal clarity allows you to express your needs and boundaries more effectively. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting down, you can communicate openly, inviting connection and understanding instead of conflict. You become easier to relate to, and others feel safer opening up to you. Remember, self-awareness is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong practice. There will always be new layers to uncover and new insights to gain. But every step you take deepens your understanding of yourself and strengthens your emotional intelligence. Once you truly know yourself, you open the door for others to truly know you too. Self-awareness is the gateway to authentic relationships, deeper empathy, and a more fulfilling life. Start today and watch how your world transforms from the inside out. With self-awareness as our base, we lay the foundation for something even more profound: the ability to truly connect with others on a deep human level. Self-awareness helps us understand our own emotions, but it is empathy that bridges the gap between ourselves and the people around us. The next key is empathy. Empathy is the invisible thread that weaves us together, allowing us to step into another person's world, even if just for a moment. Empathy isn't just understanding another's feelings. It's sharing them, being present without judgment or the urge to fix. It's about holding space for someone, letting them know that their emotions are valid and that they are not alone in what they're experiencing. In a world of digital noise, true empathy is rare and powerful. It's what makes us irreplaceable. While technology connects us superficially, it often distracts us from the real meaningful connections that happen face to face, heart to heart. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing, but understanding. Saying, I can't know exactly what you're going through, but I'm here with you. It's about being a witness to someone's experience, not trying to change it or offer solutions unless they ask. In tough conversations, pause and ask yourself, what might they be feeling? Why might they see it this way? This simple act of curiosity can transform the entire dynamic of a conversation, opening doors to understanding and healing. Empathy transforms arguments into conversations and conflict into growth. When we approach disagreements with empathy, we create space for both sides to be heard and for solutions to emerge that honor everyone's needs. Remember a time someone truly empathized with you. The feeling of being seen and validated is the gift of empathy. It's a moment when you realize you're not invisible, that your struggles and joys matter to someone else. Empathy is not sympathy. It's not looking down, but sitting beside someone in their experience. Sympathy might say, I feel sorry for you, but empathy says, I'm here with you right now in whatever you're feeling. Build empathy by noticing emotional cues, asking open-ended questions, and being genuinely curious about the inner world of others. Sometimes it's as simple as asking, how are you really? And then listening without interrupting or judging. Listen for feelings beneath the words. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and the pauses between sentences. Often, what's left unsaid reveals the most about how someone is truly feeling. The more you recognize your own emotions, the better you'll connect with others. Self-reflection helps you understand your triggers and biases, making it easier to approach others with openness and compassion. Every interaction is a chance to practice empathy and deepen your connections. Whether it's a brief exchange with a stranger or a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, each moment offers an opportunity to show up with presence and care. Empathy is a skill that grows with practice. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes, and the more you'll notice the positive impact it has on your relationships and your own sense of fulfillment. This is how real trust and intimacy are built. When we choose empathy, we create bonds that are resilient, authentic, and deeply rewarding for ourselves and for everyone we encounter. Now, let's walk across the bridge of empathy with our third key: active listening. True communication isn't about talking, it's about listening with full attention. In a distracted world, giving someone your undivided attention is a rare gift. Active listening means tuning into words, emotions, and what's left unsaid. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and show you're engaged with small cues. Try reflective listening. After someone shares, paraphrase what you heard. So, you're feeling overwhelmed at work because of new projects. Is that right? This confirms you're listening, allows for clarification, and deepens understanding. The goal isn't to win an argument, but to understand the person. When people feel heard, they open up and trust grows. Practice this in everyday conversations and notice the shift in connection. Seek to understand before being understood. This is where trust is built. Active listening breathes life into relationships moment by moment. Our final key is emotional regulation, the anchor that keeps us steady in rough waters. Just as a ship relies on its anchor to remain grounded during a storm, we depend on our ability to regulate emotions to stay balanced when life gets turbulent. Emotional regulation is the foundation that allows us to navigate the unpredictable tides of daily life, providing stability and resilience when challenges arise. It's not about suppressing feelings, but managing them constructively. Emotions are natural and important signals. They tell us what matters, what hurts, and what brings us joy. The goal isn't to ignore or bottle up these feelings, but to channel them in ways that are healthy and productive. When we learn to manage our emotions, we create space for understanding, empathy, and deeper connection with others. Life brings challenges. Emotional regulation lets us respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Think of it as learning to surf a wave rather than being swept away by it. When difficulties arise, our first instinct might be to lash out, withdraw, or act without thinking. But with emotional regulation, we can pause, assess the situation, and choose a response that aligns with our values and long-term goals. When you can handle your emotions, others feel safe and trust grows. People are naturally drawn to those who remain calm and composed, especially in stressful situations. Your ability to regulate your emotions not only benefits you, but also creates a ripple effect, helping those around you feel more secure, supported, and understood. Start by noticing your emotional waves. Use self-awareness to spot rising frustration or anxiety. Pay attention to the physical sensations in your body, the thoughts racing through your mind, and the urges that come with strong emotions. Journaling or simply pausing to reflect can help you identify patterns and triggers, making it easier to catch yourself before emotions take over. In tough moments, pause and take a deep breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This simple breathing technique activates your body's calming response, helping you regain control. Even just a few deep breaths can slow your heart rate, clear your mind, and give you the space you need to choose your next step wisely. This simple act creates space between trigger and response, letting your rational mind guide you. Instead of being swept away by emotion, you become the observer, able to see the situation clearly and respond with intention. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to stay calm under pressure and make decisions you won't regret later. Name your emotion. I'm feeling angry right now, to calm your brain and regain control. Research shows that labeling your feelings actually reduces their intensity, making them easier to manage. By acknowledging what you're experiencing, you take the first step toward understanding and transforming your emotional state. Choose your response. Take a walk, use I statements, or reflect on what's really beneath the emotion. Sometimes, stepping away from a heated moment or expressing your feelings with clarity can prevent misunderstandings and deepen your relationships. Ask yourself, what do I really need right now? What is this emotion trying to tell me? Emotional regulation is compassion for yourself and others, taking responsibility for how you express feelings. It's about treating yourself with kindness when you're struggling and extending that same understanding to those around you. When you own your emotions and communicate them respectfully, you foster an environment of trust, safety, and mutual respect. Mastering this makes you a steady presence, a safe harbor for those you love. Your calmness becomes a guiding light, helping others find their way through their own emotional storms. People will look to you for support, knowing that you can weather difficulties without losing your center. It's the ultimate act of emotional maturity, allowing your relationships to grow stronger through challenges. When you regulate your emotions, you show up as your best self, even when times are tough. This creates deeper bonds, greater understanding, and a sense of unity that can withstand any hardship. With this anchor, your bonds can weather any storm. Emotional regulation isn't just a skill, it's a lifelong practice that empowers you to face adversity with courage, compassion, and unwavering strength. By mastering it, you become not only resilient yourself, but also a source of stability and hope for everyone around you. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the 4 keys: self-awareness, empathy, active listening, and emotional regulation. These are practical tools for daily life, not just theories. Start small, focus on one key this week, and aim for progress, not perfection. Share in the comments which key resonates with you or your own tips for deeper connection. If you found value here, subscribe for more insights on building meaningful relationships. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May your 2025 be filled with connection, understanding, and love. Be well and see you next time.